H-Town, what's up? You know what time you know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it is Tuesday. Gosh, happy holidays, everybody. I know we're getting ready to go into the holiday season. I'm just trying to make sure my seat's right. You know, I haven't been in my seat. They redid some stuff in my office while I was out of town, and trying to get back and trying to get back, and my stuff is out of place. So I'm gonna work it out. But you know what? Y'all worked the hell out of me yesterday. I mean, if you didn't go see the show yesterday, you got to go back and check the show out. Yeah, a lot of people have been calling me, talking about the things that I were talking about on the show yesterday, just unique things that we need to know. It's a lot of stuff. We're gonna get into all this basketball stuff. I promise you, it's not going nowhere. But it's a crying shame that we got people intentionally not wanting us to know our history. And every chance I get that, gosh, every chance I get, I'm gonna be able when I learn something, I am going to share it on the show. It's a lot of stuff. That is Moody. Shout out to him. Let me give my starting five first before I go anywhere. That is Moody is one of my starting five. Dale Griggs, Kimberly Jackson, Daryl Anderson, and Mate Cora. And my sixth man of the day is Chris Charles. But the reason I mentioned that is Moody, early in the season, that is Moody said they need to fire the coach at Chicago. That is Moody. You done got the coach fired up there, man. I think the Thursday night game, they gonna let the Chicago Bulls. Somebody told me they were gonna let him go, Matt Nagy. So you got your wish. That is Moody. What's up, Rod Wells? I know it's a lot of basketball going on this tomorrow. We got basketball going on this week. They're gonna take a break on Thursday, and then they're gonna get back to it all this week. So high school basketball all over the place. Tell me what you're looking forward to see. What's up, Corey Willis? Hey, D Holcomb. What's up? Who is it? Sorry, my absence yesterday. Visit LSU yesterday. Great visit, but Courtney and Harvard are still. Yes, you better visit LSU. Great school. It's great school. Robert Wiseman, what's up? Hey, Karen Thomas, Between the Game Sports. Who is that? Between the Game, tell me who you are. I just want to know who I'm talking to. Between the Game. I want to shout you out. Appreciate your message yesterday. Thank you, Barry McDonald. Barry McDonald, I did not realize. You gotta understand it. That stuff just in me. And Barry, sometimes it just y'all have to bring it out of me sometimes. And shout out again. Y'all remember them guys? And I woke the Dallas guy. Where the Dallas guy? Where Buff? Is Buff on there? Because you know he got to talk. Will Johnson just checking in from a you. Okay, what's up, Will? What's up? Hey, Sonya, share the show right quick, y'all. Share the show right quick. Jimmy be on shortly here, but I'm gonna get a few things out of the way before he get on. What you say? Don Hall is in the building. What's going on? Y'all share the show right quick. Just share it. I know. Okay, good. Boy, I got it. But the day is gonna be a great day. When I get good text like that, day is gonna be. My son is in town. He's worked. Guess what? He come to town on Thanksgiving vacation, but he's at work. He's on his computer. He's in a zone. He's working. Man, these young people, man, I just be so proud of them. You know, we thinking he coming down for vacation. That man brought his whole lab with him. What else we got? Hey, Gary Carter, what's up, baby? Games tomorrow at Houston Christian. That's the games I'm gonna talk about. Sorry, Alfio, can't talk about other games nowhere else, especially if they have them in the same time that my co-host on this show is having. So no disrespect to nobody. I just can't talk about it and really don't even want it on the feed. But I respect your diligence and your but just can't that's just can't do that. Ain't no big thing, but can't do that. But what else we got going on, man? It's just like I say, I again, I want to thank those guys, Stacey Houston, Stacey and his wife, and that crew up there in Dallas took care of me over the weekend. I just like to shout out to them. Just so much stuff I want to share with y'all today, and I'm trying to start. I saw something today, y'all, early this morning, and John Lucas had tweeted. He said, everything you do doesn't have to be seen or heard. But yesterday, and I didn't have a chance to give it to y'all yesterday, I had something to give y'all similar. And I'm trying to find it. Y'all remember what I just said. Everything you do don't need to be seen or heard. What's up, Byron Green? Let's talk about earning playing time. It's earned, not given. Just because you're an upperclassman, should you start? That's a good one, Byron. Byron, I'm gonna hit that one. I'm gonna hit that one, Byron. I'm gonna hit that one. I'll put you in my. I'm gonna put you in my favorite comments, Byron. I know you didn't, baby. You good? You good? I got you, baby. I just had to, I had to give my disclaimer. That was more for me. What's up, Frank Wright? Hannah, can you speak on the Silver Court case involving Duncanville? No, I can't speak on the Silver Court case. I don't really care about the Silver Court case that's happening in Duncanville and the UIL. Me personally, I don't even care. I hate it had to come to that. Really, I hate it had to come to that, Rod Wells. Rod Wells, is too much of those people's business has already been put out there, and you and nobody else need to know anything about it. Let me tell you something. That young man, Anthony Black, was playing this weekend. That's all and he's going to play them tomorrow night. That's all I'm worried about. Let's not keep worried about people's business and getting in, because it's a lot of stuff came out in that trial. You aired out your family's laundry in front of the UIL. They don't give a fat rat's ass about you. Now you're gonna do this stuff in Silver Court. I think that if I had a fault, I would blame the parents. Because this boy, all he want to do is play basketball. I saw him yesterday, Anthony Black, the other day. I saw him this weekend. Listen to me. I didn't know he was that good. I heard about him. I did not go to summer basketball game. I love that kid. I love him. I love Anthony Black. Let's give him love. And Rod Wells, let's quit worried about what's happening in the Silver Court case. Because ain't none of that going to come out of that is going to be good. okay? Because they're going to have to open up some stuff that they got to talk about their families. It's not a good idea. I hope you just saying we hope, just pray that the thing is overturned and the young man can play. Let's just do that and not worry about what's going on in the case. I hope that's what you were thinking about. Hatter, the defense attorney, and I know it. They're trying. Let me tell you something. That's his job. Jameson Morrow said the defense attorney is out of pocket for talking about no, he's not. That's his job. That's his job, Jameson. His job is to get his client off, no matter what. His guy. I mean, and I understand. Y'all better watch that stuff. What's up, Chad? Watch that. But back to me. A second ago, I was talking about John Lucas. Let me go back because I'm not gonna let y'all interrupt me this time. I saw he had tweeted. He said, "Everything you do doesn't have to be seen or heard." Okay, put a footnote in there because me, one young man on this, me and him talk about this all the time, and I got some free game for y'all too. I saw this, but let me go back to some of my other notes. I was going to talk to y'all about this just yesterday. Idris Elba, the actor, he put down something yesterday I wanted to share with y'all. Social media has made us so eager to show and tell. But there is a beauty in privacy. Everything isn't meant to be on display. It's perfectly fine to keep some things to yourself. Keep some things for you. To keep some things to yourself. One of the guys said, how do you ought to be telling, when you're traveling, when you're going, you ought to be letting people know, it ain't their damn business where I go. That ain't their business what kind of car I drive. They ain't their business what kind of house I have. Young Dolph put all of his business out there and y'all want to kill him? Some dude talking about he had all his cars was wrapped, so he's a target. Y'all, we got some ignorant ass people in this society. But then we have people post everything on social media. And then when we talk about it on the show, one lady talking about we full of it. Don't be talking about my business. Girl, we in season 4, episode 12 of everything you done put on goddamn Facebook. So what the hell are y'all? Hey, man, y'all can't have it both ways. Listen to this, Barrett. Social media has made us eager to show and tell. But there is a beauty in privacy. Yo, you heard the people talking about how many followers they got? Yo, I didn't have followers till a couple years ago. I didn't let nobody follow me on nothing until I started being on this show. Ain't my business what y'all doing. But if you put it out there, you want somebody to know about it. Check this out. Everything isn't meant to be on display. It's perfectly fine to keep some things for you. I got you, Rod Wells. I don't know, Rod Wells. I don't know. I really don't care. I'm telling you, this UIL stuff. Rod Wells, a wise man told me a long time ago. We got to put ourselves in the power. If you worried about UIL, you need to be trying to figure out how your ass can get on one of them UILs, or how somebody we know can get on a UIL, or how somebody in our community, because when they tell me when you go up there, it don't look too much like the people in our community. Let's stop being so reactive and start being proactive. Nothing against you, Rod, but I'm glad you put that up there. Let me put it up there so people can know I'm not just hollering at the screen. Y'all they down there, but they thought something was wrong in my hotel room yesterday. That's why I like to be at my house. I got a lot of space. Can't nobody hear me. Rod Wells, he keep asking about Rod Wells. How old are you out here? I mean, go. I don't know. You know, guess Rod Wells. Guess who's gonna be here this weekend? Michael Peavy, the head coach, gonna be here this weekend. If you can pull him aside, talk to him. We can talk to him. So come on, Hatter. No, I don't, dude. My mama raised me. Y'all, I don't mean to be mean. Y'all, if you really know me, I big teddy bear. But when I'm talking about my people, when I'm talking about my young black men and my young black women, yo, I got a special cause because ain't nobody looking out for them. They doing a show tonight. Solar Dan O'Brien got to do a show about missing black people because people don't care if they come up missing. But they found the little white girl and the little white boy who killed her. They found them just like that. What's up, Terrence Fowler? So guess what? Ain't nobody fighting for us. So I'm just trying to put out a clarion call to fight for us. I'm not against nobody. Like when I talk about a player, like some of them guys yesterday, they showed their colors. I'll tell you why. Y'all notice when I came on the show yesterday, if you watched the show, I never mentioned John Urie. I never mentioned how many points did P.J. Haggerty score. They came on here talking about what John Urie said. And I sit there and say, then one guy talking about how many college buckets. Then he tweeted how many this is college buckets. And all I told him, dude, he was playing against two high major prospects. 2 against 1. P.J. Haggerty was. And y'all tell me, just so y'all don't think this is just Robert Hatter trying to be mean. He said he saw some clips, right? I'm going to show you some more clips. I'm going to let y'all see. Watch the guys who P.J. Haggerty is going up against and scoring all these buckets. Just hold on. Hold on a second. Share the show, man. Come on. Where the hell y'all at? Share the show. Quit being stingy. Share the show right quick before I play that. I want to play that. Where my Dallas people at? What you mean, what's the point? What you mean, what's the point? Bob, what you mean? Say for you mean so I can get right in your ass if you talk to me. What you mean, what's the point? Help me out. I know you got a 10-second delay. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to tell me what you mean. What's the point? What point? Give me a chance. What's the point? Okay. Guess you don't want to make your point. But let me share something to you with y'all. If you didn't watch the show, go back and watch the damn show and then know what I'm talking about, the point. I get on what's the point of the video? Because I want to show it. It's my show. I can show it anytime I want to. That's the damn point. Thank you. I thought that's what you meant. But I am showing it because I want to. How about that? Okay. All right, let's go. That is Moody. Some people came on yesterday and disputed. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Because he ain't going to let me come in his house. He ain't going to let me come and tell him not about one design on one piece of clothing. I wouldn't even disrespect him and say, what the point in you making this one? I wouldn't even disrespect nobody like that. So I have to straighten people's ass up when they come and get too familiar with me like that on the show. So I'm playing it because they said they would be tweeting out talking about what these college baskets. Okay? Let me play the video. ain't talking about. Those are the points that I'm talking about. Let me run this show until Jimmy and then I let Jimmy run it. But I ain't letting y'all run it now. I ain't letting the inmates run this asylum. So what I am trying to do, okay, well then watch it. Well, I'm trying to make a point, and you asking me what's the point? Because it's some people came on here yesterday disputing what I was saying. All I said, I was at the game, Frank White. Y'all ain't never heard me come on here and talk about no PJ Haggerty like this. I didn't know he was that damn good. I did not know. Alpha, you been trying to tell me. I don't listen to John Uri because I don't know what to believe. He said, how many were college baskets? Ain't them college supposed to be players that it was guarding him? Y'all, I done got hot in this damn sweater. I'm going to go take it off in a minute. So if I take a break and come back, I'm going to take this damn hot ass sweater off. Y'all done got me hot. Bob, you know I love you, but don't mess with me right here. When you put it on that screen, there go Paul Miranda. That's what I saw yesterday, Paul Miranda. And I wish the video had showed the coach from Richardson. Because the coach for Richardson, every time that boy touched the ball, he said, double him. Somebody else come. They need some help. Oh, what that mean, college man? I don't know. That's what they saying. I'm sorry, Bob. That's what they saying. College baskets, I guess, basket that you can make in college. So them was two college players. Y'all got to realize, this was Crosby. Little small town. Going against the mighty. Let me tell y'all something. Dallas, hey, you Dallas. Dallas, help me. Dallas, listen to me. Y'all notice? Dallas, Cason Wallace, to the way I play basketball, out of all them guys, right, I would take him too. The way I coach, the way I play. But if I can somehow get PJ Haggerty on my team too, I'll take it. Come on, man. Listen, all of them can't go to Kentucky. PJ going to TCU. TCU, I watched them last night. They could use him right now. That Cason Wallace is a freaking Terminator. I just fell in love with Rylan Griffin. That's what I'm about to make him one of my nephews. But y'all got to understand, I just don't want, and I understand, y'all, everybody like this player, but I don't have no motive. I don't give an event. I don't rank a player. Santini, I don't do none of that. I'm just a dude, just showed up and watched these guys play. When everybody else was going everywhere else, I looked on that list, Santini, Troy Bieniemy. I looked on that list and said, which game I want to watch? The night before Stacey Houston, I text Paul Miranda and said, Paul Miranda, you were absolutely right about Cason Wallace. Paul even agreed to it. I said, oh my. I said, but this Rylan Griffin, what hell did he come from? I mean, I'm sitting there saying, wow. So, y'all, when I went to the game, guess what I went to the game thinking about? This is what I went to the game thinking about. Man, how is PJ? They was just last week. We had a group of guys on this, come on this feed and talking about PJ Haggerty was ducking uh two more players, so some other team. And I was just saying, Byron, I was just saying, okay, did them other two guys, are they going to Kentucky? Are they going to Alabama? I just asked for a friend. So my thing is, I sit there. I usually sit up. I sit on the front row like this here. And I saw with the start of the game, PJ Haggerty guarded Cason Wallace. I got him. Cason was all right, but he wasn't. Ryan was, Griffin was killing. PJ said, you stay over there for a minute. I got him. I ain't never seen no high school player do that. Y'all might have. Y'all see more high school basketball. I ain't never said that's the kind of stuff I would do. So when I see something like that, I got to tell it the way I see it. I went there thinking these dudes was just going to murder. Because everybody talking about PJ ducking somebody, PJ dicking, PJ. But then somebody said he didn't score him. Somebody had nerve yesterday, Bob, and said, well, he didn't score him all on Cason Wallace. But Cason Wallace was told, I was told, was the Terminator. He would D your ass up. That's what they told me, right? So I'm just saying he ducked. Yeah, but I don't think the kid ducked anybody. I don't care what nobody say. I don't think that kid has a reason to duck nobody on this damn planet. And I repeat it, and I'll repeat it again. I don't think PJ Haggerty, with his skills and the way he played, he got to duck anybody. Y'all can say that for somebody else, not for Robert Hatter on the Chop Shop. Yes, John Urie does talk too much. PJ don't even think about it. But let me explain to you what Cason Wallace did that takes him a whole notch level, a whole nother level to me. Instead of whining about it, Cason Wallace, instead of whining, Cason Wallace retweeted John Urie. What he was telling that grown-ass man, you keep on tweeting it, and I'm going to keep on retweeting it. How many times have y'all seen that? You know, most of them cats, mama, daddy, dude out here talking crazy about me. Mama, daddy. Troy Bieniemy, Cason Wallace, trolled the troller. He bullied the bully. He bullied, yes, he was the MVP of the tournament. That's what I'm talking about it. So that's a testament to PJ Haggerty. That's all I'm saying. It's a testament to PJ Haggerty and what he did against this that's a monster. I ain't never tweeted Paul Miranda about a kid ever. But when I saw Cason Wallace, the first time I ever saw him was this weekend. You know, I see the video. I don't like to see videos, y'all. I like to see in person. When I saw this dude in person, I saw how menacing he was. I understand, y'all. But we got to quit trying to put somebody else down. No. Just let your kid be your kid. Let your kid be great. We ain't got to talk down on no other kid. I wish I could take all of them. I sit there and watch Penny Hardaway, and I saw some parents. I was in Dallas, and I was in front of some parents, by some parents. And I saw those parents. Let me tell you something. It was a contested game. Kimball versus Duncanville. Man, everything was above board. I didn't hear nobody talking about nobody else's kid. Somebody else. He ain't. No, they was just they was just hooping. But us grown people got, and I know it's hard. But how are we? How are we holding stuff against a kid because we don't like John Urie? John Urie been doing that for 20 years. He ain't stopping. But instead of doing the stuff that I saw a lot of grown men replying back to him, right? And Cason Wallace was the smartest one of all of them. Cason Wallace said, I'm just going to retweet what this clown said. I'm gonna let y'all sip on that one, because that done went over a lot of y'all head, because y'all still want to clap back at people. I can tell. Think about that, Sonya. 17, 8-year-old boy said, what's that song? I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you ninjas. He said, I'm living my best life. I'm going to Kentucky. My team just won the playoff. My team just won this tournament. Guess what I'm going to do to you, mister? I'm not going to, you're a grown man. Sir, I'm just going to retweet whatever you said. So every Kentucky fan can know how big of a fool you are. So every of SEC fan will know how crazy. This what the young man did, and y'all missed that. That's why I'm talking about. That's my point, Bob. If you wanted to know my point, I wanted to get all of that out so I can get Cason Wallace is my hero. Because he changed the game. But we wasn't even looking at it. Somebody brought it to my attention when I was in Dallas. Because I didn't go to the whole, see, I don't know how y'all to go to all the weak tweets and the subtweets and I'm learning. But I'm not a pro to find out what everybody's saying. Because I didn't see it. I didn't never see it. But then I saw Cason. Everything that John Urie said, he retweeted. I said, wow. I know I done messed up some people's life on here because they ready to tweet something out right now. They ready to tweet something out right now. Ain't nothing wrong. Listen, John Urie been doing that. He didn't say nothing bad. He just, only thing I would like for John Urie, just talk about what PJ did. PJ did, had 42 points. I was there. I just played the video. It was a masterful tool. But y'all, Jimmy got an event coming up tomorrow. Let me tell you something. These guys, I know y'all seen them once. If you didn't get a chance to see Duncanville play, y'all better listen to me. I don't know what y'all doing tomorrow at 3 o'clock. But this Duncanville, y'all, I like all of them, right? But this Anthony Black, this Ashton Hardaway, and this Ron Holland. Y'all, we just got to get better. I know y'all, listen, I've been in Houston long enough. I know how y'all act. I know. I know. Y'all like to talk about people behind their back. I know. That's why whatever I say, I can say it again. Man, we got some talented young men. Them people in Dallas. Duncanville played Wheeler. Bob, you probably done scouted Wheeler. Give me the scout on Wheeler so I can know what to look at. They told me about one kid I supposed to see, but give me the scout. Tell me what the hell's going on with Wheeler. Cause let me tell y'all. If y'all ain't wondered, yes, I'm team Duncanville. I like Duncanville. Guess why? Ashton Hardaway is on that team. I'm gonna always like that team. So y'all I'm just letting y'all know. Penny's son play for them. Of course, I'm gonna like that team. And besides, I like the coach. Isaiah Collier. Okay, that's the guy. That's the guy, y'all, we got to look for tomorrow night. I said, how tall is he? How tall is he? How tall is he? Taller. Yes. Yep. I'm about to move on because I don't want to hear. What else? It was something else I want to talk about. Yeah, Duncanville. I want to talk about Duncanville. They will be in town tomorrow. Something else. I want to give y'all a couple of highlights of them in case you didn't see it. You know, some of y'all seen everything, but I just want y'all to see what's happening. This is what's going on.
How are you going to be on the stage? How are you going to get from off the bench to on the floor? If you love basketball, you got to be passionate about what you do. You can't just play just to play.
If you really want it, you'll need to make sacrifices. You'll face doubt. You will fail. Whether or not you succeed,
I didn't mean to bring you there, Jimmy. I didn't mean to bring you in, baby. Let me get you back out of there. I was still in the commercial phase. I hit the wrong button. It got me. We're going to play it again. Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. Guess what? I brought Jimmy in a little bit quick. Boy, but guess what? Hey, he's so nice I had to bring him in twice. Here you go. Let me tell you. There. Man, hey, get to talking. I'm finna click the button because I'm finna go change out of this hot shirt. Because I'm glad I got an opinion. Jimmy, I ain't gonna let not nobody tell me when I go see a game. When I go see a game and I have my opinion, man, you got to be. I told a guy the other day, Jimmy, and I'm gonna live it. Jimmy, I'm an opinion guy now, but I base my opinion on fact, and a lot of people don't. But Jimmy, do your thing. I got to take a break. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I missed on, what I just walked in on. What's going on, guys? Man, it's that week. It's holiday week. We are, and of course, basketball games going on all around the state as we speak. And this is the shout out to Coach Twine over at St. Thomas Episcopal. They're hosting their event at a off-site location, the gym on Chimney Rock, because St. Thomas Episcopal is having their gym rebuilt or redone as a result. Is remember they had back-to-back floods over there, and St. Thomas Episcopal. So he's hosting that event, and also is going to host a couple of teams that'll be playing in the Hoops Giving Classic tomorrow for shoot around. So shout out to him, man, for stepping up, opening his doors, share some of his courts for shoot around time. And that's so little bitty things like that is like a lot of you guys that are watching, if you're out of town coaches, I see Coach Fobb over in Georgia. When an RCS sports event, and any of you guys that's watching from out of town, I go every inch beyond the call of duty to make sure my out of town teams, their experience is a good one. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you little bitty things like that I take care of. One of the teams from out of town, they're going to shower after their game, and they're heading back home immediately, which most of them are. But this particular team, here's what I think about. What are they going to drive with if they're going to shower at Houston Christian High School? What are they going to drive with? Right? So you're going to make every kid pack the towel? No, it's too late. They've already made it to Houston. So my thing is I got to call up and make sure with the hotel, listen, I'm going to voucher for it. We're going to borrow one extra towel for each room, for each kid, and they're going to shower and use the hotel towels. I'm going to bring them back to the hotel in the bag. They're not going to clean the room till the next morning anyway. So you don't know, and I put all the towels in one room. Those are little bitty things that I do when I'm running my events. And you guys, well, what Hicks
So
doing?
Jimmy, where they gonna take the shower at?
At Houston Christian.
So Houston Christians don't have towels?
They don't have towels. No.
Okay.
No. You know, think about it, how when you were in school, you had your own towel in your own locker.
Yeah, no. Okay. All right. All right.
They don't have towels for general public. Yeah, so those little bitty things that goes into, and just like finding this coach from court space. Yeah, a coach can go and make calls around, but there's not many people in school right now or they have their gyms open. Mm-hmm. So I have to think about, like, I know Bel Air High School is playing tomorrow. So guess what? Bel Air High School has to practice today. Coach Glover, what time y'all practicing? Man, we going at 12 o'clock today. Well, coach can't get in to 3. Other coach can't get in to 5. That ain't gonna work for Bel Air. You see, little bitty things like that. You got to know that's about relationships. Coach, can this coach here? They have a Nike budget, a Nike sponsorship, a package from Tony Dorado at Wheeler, just like you do at Bel Air. That's your brother. Can you house him? Man, we got him. Cheat sheet, send him on over here. No charge. You can use my courts. Those are relationships. And little bitty things, it takes time to connect all those dots. Shout out to Gilbert Good, man.
Great man right there.
Gilbert Good, now mind you, Gilbert Good and my first cousins, they went and they flew out this past weekend on Sunday. They went to Las Vegas to support University of Houston in the Maui Classic, right? So Gilbert, I contacted him a couple of weeks back. The coach from Georgia, they were going to go and spend their money to get a van, and why get it for the extra day? Say, Coach, I'm going to save you money. Gilbert, he has a 32 passenger bus,
right, and
a 24 and a 15. I say,
Gilbert,
dude, can you go and get your driver to pick up Wheeler High School from the airport and take them to the Walmart? They need to go make a stop for. Matter of fact, the coach will say, no, we do better than that. We'll take them to Frank's Grill so they can eat breakfast at Frank's Grill right by Hobby Airport before they go to Walmart, and then take them and drop them off. Then you go anywhere else, then take them to the hotel. Shout out to Gilbert Good for that. But it takes time to.
How they gonna get from the hotel, Jimmy, to the game?
Now what he do is, here's the play. I had him set up for the whole way. Coach want to get a van. His van in his day, he's gonna get a van from Cap. So he was gonna get one from Avis. No, Coach, that's gonna cost too much. we got a place called CAPS. They got them all over town. They got one by High Bay Airport. Here's the number. Call CAPS. Get your van. First, find out what time CAPS closes. He called. They close at 5. Okay. Schedule your van for 4:50. Why? Because they play at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Then they're going to the airport to fly out. That means now you'll get there within that 5 o'clock time, drop the key in a little box or whatever. You won't get charged an extra day. And now you save a day's rental on a van. And that's how he only brought 10 people down there, 10 players. So those are little bitty things that you see that you don't see me, guys.
And Jimmy, and I know you push CAPS, and it's been done. But always remember, we got a person, Marquessa Charles, that supports this show. She got her own Avis and Budget rent-a-car. And so we got to start. I know you want to push CAPS.
Man, I don't know nobody from CAPS, but at the same time,
no, but you say, you're pushing them because you know. But we do know Marquessa Charles.
But I don't know that Marquessa. Yeah. I don't know that she works at that place.
She don't work there. She owns the place.
I don't know that she owns that place.
I done said it on the show a million times. You just ain't
listening. I'm listening and paying attention. I say stuff all the time. That means you don't pay attention to.
Okay.
So that's how it goes.
So in the future, we got a lady that supports this show.
So let me say, I got one better than that.
Yeah.
Marquessa, I have a free advertising spot on my website for you for 1 month on rcsports.com. Send me an email.
And when you don't have to get your panties in a bun.
I want to do this for her.
All I'm telling you is you don't have to get too excited about it. We just got to be aware of these type of things.
So that means now it'll be consciously planted right there. That way now we get it out of the way. I got complimentary spot. You got to get it to me by December the 1st, and it'll run through the end of the month of December. December the 1st through December 31st. And that way advertising and promoting your business. That means now I'm supporting you automatically out the gate in your business. That means now people in that area, they know to get their vehicles from over there. And so that's how that goes. So now back in regard to this stuff right here, into what goes into running and operating an event properly and supremely. Now, once again, guys in town, I told you about the pickups and how to do the van on those. You got another coach. I got them scheduled. You got to schedule shoot-arounds to help them out get that stuff. You got different situations on locker rooms. You got games that are going on simultaneously. So how you gonna do the logistics of that stuff? You got VIP situations. That's the only tickets that we allotted in advance is VIP. And the reason is because if we would have did pre-sale tickets for this event, it would have sold out. And then what happens to our out-of-town guests and those parents who came and expecting to get in and can't get in? So that way now, that's one of the main reasons that we did not give any tickets in advance. But once again, like I said, there's a lot of little bitty things that goes into running events, guys, and making sure that the trainers and the medical staff is set for tomorrow. You know, that's big to a lot of people. To a lot of people,
it's real big.
It don't mean nothing until your baby fall. What'd you say?
It's one of the most important things in the world to me.
A lot of people don't think about it until they baby till it happens to them. That's the thing about it. They're nonchalantly just sweep it under the rug. And I did not realize, and like I said, I was told the other day that a kid broke his arm at another event last week. And they had no medical staff in the building at an event. At a scholastic event that you have in all these schools come, no medical player. I can see you getting by with grassroots. That's another thing. I can see that. That's grassroots. That's commonplace. But at a scholastic event, it took 45 minutes for the ambulance to get there. And they don't want nobody to talk about it. They want to keep it hush. What you mean keep it hush? Now here's what happened. Somebody keep playing. You keep playing around. And you're going to have the wrong set of parents that's gonna have their baby get hurt. Today it can be an arm, tomorrow it can be a head bust wide open.
Of course,
No
it's
insurance.
it should be common practice and common business. If you're an event operator, so if we have some aspiring event operators, man, when y'all do events, man, make sure you have somebody to take care of them kids, man. Please. You know, it's just. I know you don't think. I know it's in a cost. I know it's a yes, but we have to. You if you're big and bad enough to put your pants on to go give an event, be big and bad enough. I'll wait till you have enough money to afford one. Okay, just wait. Just wait till the next time. Okay, so yeah, I got to throw that out there because guess what? These people, kids, I sit up there and look and watch a kid and the kid's mouth bleeding and ain't nobody that went to the kid's attention. Man, that gets on my nerves. So, all right, Jimmy, carry on. What's up, John Uri? Yes, I've been talking about you earlier. I ain't talking about you no more. I talked about you earlier. You missed the show. Go back. Yeah, go back and talk about it. I didn't want to talk about you, but somebody else, I ain't going to tell you their name. Their name started with Buff, brought your name up. But keep on going, Jimmy. Keep on going.
Okay,
keep on.
I missed all of that.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's the whole thing, man. Just that you guys, you know, and here's the thing. Like, I'm in a space right now where it's almost confusing as to what you guys want. For years, I was considered and described by many of you guys and your peers as somewhat of a gatekeeper of this basketball community. And as being a gatekeeper, meaning that that's like a sergeant at arms. That means if some BS going on, you call it out. Or if some BS going on, you call a person and let them know, hey, man, you let them know and you check them on something. That way everything can be running a little bit smoother. And it sort of keeps everything, it ain't going to solve everything, but it keep everything somewhat in a range of checkness. But now, as of late, it's like I'm always wondering, do you even care if people are baffling you? If people are gouging you in regard to your prices? If people are tricking you, making you think that a college coach wants to see your baby play just to get you to show up. Making you believe that every single, that you must play in this event or this event and this event and this event in order for, and if you don't, you're going to miss out. You're not going to, the coach is going to, because they're going to be watching on Baller TV. So do you even care? If somebody else has intel that can help you become a better consumer in this market, and they share that intel with you, do you even care? Do you even care? And because otherwise, the reason I'm confused is because some stuff that goes on, you guys, and I've heard it, we've heard it, Hatter, they think this stuff is the normal. They think it's normal. Some people, remember, we talked about this a year and a half ago. Some people thought it was normal to charge for certain stuff that's pretty much kind of like not even ethical by others. Some people believe that was the norm.
Give me a for instance, Jimmy. What you mean?
Hell, to get a Rucker on Wood spot when it's filled up, and go and get and tell somebody.
Jimmy, I don't think that was normal. I think that was
that parent. One of those parents looked me in the eyes at a Papacitos, and when he was giving me the intel, what they call it, whistleblowing. When he was giving me the whistleblowing story, and said, "Man, I thought you knew."
He thought you knew, but he didn't know that was normal. But he thought you knew. How many other parents think that way? Because you would have had more than how many parents then came to you with it? I think that was that could have been an isolated incident that a guy wanted to coach. Everybody don't want to get their kid. And everybody who's in the know how to get their kid into the ruck on wood. It's just a few people who don't know how that process is. And maybe this guy, his summer coach, somebody didn't help him, so he went to this guy and said, "Man, could you get me in?" Guy said, "Yeah, for $500, I can get you in." And this parent gonna pay that $500 to get you in. So I just hope, and maybe I got the audacity to hope too much. I'm plugging Barack Obama's book, The Audacity of Hope. Maybe I just hope a lot of our parents are not falling for that. The ruck on wood parents, you do not have to pay some third party outside person to get into this event. So in case we ain't never made that clear, I know it's a fee when your kid go there. I don't know how much the fee is. The fee, but he get a jersey, but I don't know. It's some kind of fee. I don't know.
So,
but
that's the thing on that. And so now,
no. But I just want people to understand, Jimmy. It's not. I got to say it because somebody might do this again. This might happen again. Parents, you don't have to pay to be somebody come at you saying, "I'm gonna charge you $250 to $500 to get in the ruck on wood." Parents, no. Expose that person.
Yeah. So now, of course, the conversation we shifting the Dallas and Houston. Of course, Duncanville will play tomorrow against Atlanta Wheeler High School. Both teams are nationally ranked. Both teams are pretty good, very good. And this is one of them will leave with the first loss of their early season. This is a neutral site. And one of the things that David Peavy, head coach at Duncanville, was on on the podcast the other night. And he mentioned that because the guy brought up it being a game in Texas, in Houston, and it was like that's going almost like a home game. And Coach Peavy stopped and cautioned the host of the podcast and say, "Yo, there's going to be probably more people in the stands that will be rooting for Wheeler High School than it will be rooting for Duncanville." And because it's Houston and that's a Dallas team playing in Houston. What do you guys think about that? Do you can you agree with that, or would you be surprised if that happened? I'm not sure that's true for Duncanville right now. And the reason is because a lot of people that aren't high school coaches are kind of galvanizing around Duncanville because the school and the district, and primarily the family of Anthony Black, the mother and him got how would you say, they went and got a restraining order, from a temporary restraining order from the judge, from the civil court, that in hopes, the temporary restraining order enables him to play, Anthony Black to play. Meanwhile, until a hearing is held, which will be from the judge, the UIL, and the Black family. A hearing must be held within, they have 14 days, if I'm not mistaken, to set this date. It could be anywhere, I think somewhere around 14 days, 14 weekdays. So now here's what happens. If indeed the judge rules back in favor of the UIL, then Anthony Black will not be able to suit up anymore for Duncanville, and this case is sealed forever in regards to his fate at a public school in the state of Texas. If and every game that he played in will turn into a forfeit. You got that catch? That's the key part. So that's the risk versus reward. Duncanville and the administration of Duncanville ISD, and you guys know Smitty. We went to college together. I explain that story once every month. He was the wide receiver and the kickoff punt returner for TSU when I was a freshman there, and he's the superintendent of Duncanville ISD. They are on board with the basketball program taking this risk in this stance. So they, if the worst case scenario, they'll get 3 or 4 forfeits. And people know that those will, as we get those type of forfeits, it don't really hurt you. It's kind of like, okay, but we know who won the game, but if they do, the judge rules here's the thing. For it to have and you have experience in law, I got a different type of experience with law. so here's how this goes. Basically, using the law of common sense with your third eye. For any judge to grant a temporary restraining order, that meant that the judge had to have seen something tangible to make it have a case, to make the defense have a case to say, whoa, because you produced this intel, the lawyer. And that judge, for them to say, oh, wait a minute, hold on, pow, temporary restraining order. Hold on, let's check this out. We might have something. I need to call both sides let's have a hearing. Otherwise, judges look at the stuff and say, oh, man, you just stop, man. Dismiss. And keep on stepping. So, guess what? And a lot of people's galvanizing around them that's not necessarily high school coaches. It's because we've never seen this happen in the state of Texas for basketball. Never have we seen an injunction happen in this basketball. A temporary restraining order after the UIL. I'm sorry. In regards to the UIL, the big bad wolf. So it's almost like Debo getting hit in that movie on Friday, getting his shoes taken off. They ain't off yet, but they untied. So that's the thing. So a lot of people, I think people are going to come to that game tomorrow, 3:00 at Houston Christian High School, Duncanville, and Wheeler High School out of Georgia, to see both or all of the top highly ranked players perform on that stage. That's what most fans are coming to see. People in Houston and people in Texas are already convinced that Duncanville is great. We don't know. We want to see if this team from Georgia is as good as people talking about, or this Isaiah Collier kid is as good as people are talking about. You see what I'm saying?
But I agree. Or you said, you made a comment earlier. Maybe I just don't know. Maybe because I'm not from Houston, and I know guys like Odyssey wouldn't. But I just wouldn't. I would be very disappointed if people from Houston would cheer for Atlanta team over a Texas team. That's just me. I would be terribly, terribly disappointed if people come in there, because you saying the coach, coach feeling that way. If it is, but see, some people know Houston people more than I, because they are different. Y'all are different up here. But I couldn't imagine you coming in there. That ain't happening in Tennessee. Somebody come, it's Tennessee against everybody. So I just hope. I know Robert Hatter live in Houston. I'm gonna be cheering for Duncanville. I don't know nobody on Wheeler. I don't care nothing about no. I'm Duncanville, and I just in Houston, and I just hope they don't. I'd rather you not say nothing if you just gonna come in there and cheer for a team from Atlanta. Cause you take your butt down to Atlanta, they ain't gonna cheer for your ass. I can tell you that. How about that, Houston? You go down to Atlanta, they not gonna cheer for you. I promise you that. But I just wanted to go back there, Jimmy, because you glossed over it a little bit and went over to the Anthony Black thing. And I just want to say, man, it's a travesty. I watched this little boy playing the game, and he just enjoyed himself. He was pressing a little bit because he just, oh my God, just a great guy to watch basketball. And they robbing this kid of something he loved because of these horrible ass adults. Grown ass men. That's why I tell you, and I'm gonna tell you, Jimmy, why you here. And I hope more people on the screen now. Cason Wallace, read my lips, is a young athlete that has catapulted himself into the Robert Hatter meter of Hall of Fame. Instead of him going back and forth with a grown man named John Urie about him talking about him on Twitter, the young kid just retweeted him. Every time, Jimmy, how you said you don't like to retweet because you don't want it. You with somebody that's attached to it. You don't want you don't want you to be attached to it. Cason Wallace said every time he said something, retweeted it. Every time he trolled a troller. That young man is one of the. It was ingenious. Ingenious. I can't wait to meet him. I can't wait to meet that kid. I want to meet that kid face to face because he did something that I haven't seen even these grown ass people do. They get mad and want to holler back and clap back. This the clap back society. That young man said, retweet. So all the Kentucky fans can see this outlandish stuff. Retweet. So everybody in the SEC can see what you saying, John Urie. Retweet. Shout out to Cason Wallace. Great example, young man. Proud of you. Jimmy?
Oh, absolutely. And the thing is, here's the thing, speaking of the DFW and Dallas kids, I understand a lot of you guys don't have, a lot of people don't have the luxuries to attend a lot of the sneaker events or the All-American camps and those high stakes stages, platforms around the country, Nike Hoop Summit and whatnot throughout the years. And a lot of you guys may not have, if you've never been and you really don't know. You just probably judge by, or you assume by what you think you heard or think you may have seen or heard on a local scale. I'll tell you like this. Ask those college coaches. That's why I keep telling you guys over and over. Collectively in this state, over the past 2 decades, I'm willing to challenge you to find a person that's beat for the state of this Texas or across the country more than I have for the state of Texas. I ain't talking about you. I beat for Houston in the state of Texas. But when they leave, we go to those national events, you just ask, and it tickles me to death for people that are ignorant to the factuals. How I sit there and I beat the table for the state of Texas when you're playing on those larger stages against other states and other people. I'm beating for the state. And I've said and explained this to you guys several times. So that means you're not going to be in the room necessarily when I'm talking to these guys and beating for the state of Texas. So that means all you have to do is ask some of those college coaches that you talk to. All you guys have buddies that's coaches. Ask them. Say, man, does Hicks, does he root for our kids or do he try to kill our kids? Coaches, if they think they have an inside lane with you, they will tell you the truth. if that's your boy. Ask them. And you'll be fine. And you know what you'll find out? Some people that are right in your face in your own city that may not root for you. But I root for.
That's a crying shame, though, Jimmy. Why does it have to be like that? I'm hearing you, and I don't like it either way. What is wrong with people that they get in these little old ass positions that they covet so much, and they want to swing their little they positions and swing their little power, like you saying, it's other people don't be talking up for. I mean, how does it hurt you to not talk for Texas? I don't even think that should be a feather in your ear. You live in Texas. You should talk about Texas. It ain't like you live in Pueblo, Colorado. Why? Why we have to down another player? And all of y'all, I'm hearing some people. I'm watching people on this feed. I just want to know why. What's wrong? I said it. We got to start drinking from a clear. We got to start giving people a clear glass of water. Y'all been giving these people this filthy ass glass of water, and that's the only thing they can drink, and they love it. Like you know what you said a minute ago. I don't know what I got to do. Parents, I do this for you. I do this, and you still ready to go drink that nasty ass water. We got to give them an option. I think the people don't know. Even the people who the people are in those rooms, Jimmy, even some of the people you said that's from these cities, these guys have been drinking. These guys don't know it's a clear glass of water out there, Jimmy. They've been grown up drinking this dirty ass glass of water. This business is dirty. I got to keep being dirty for me to succeed. I got to do this. I got to do this for me to succeed. Y'all, we don't listen. We don't have to. You talking about how somebody else is better than somebody else. You can't. Them other players going to be great. That's why I didn't understand Mr. Uri's comments. Dude, that dude's a beast. Don't compare him to nobody. Don't compare him to nobody. Just say, okay, man, I love all these guys. Thank you again, Stacey Houston, for your hospitality. Because I saw some more guys. CJ Luster, I ain't never heard of this kid before. And right on cue, Jimmy, somebody said, watch him. He come out there, bang, 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 bang. I said, wow. I ain't never heard of him. I mean, yeah. Well, and CJ Luster, something Luster. And then the CJ Ford, then the Ford kid. I didn't even pay attention to him at the first Duncanville game. But he wins the next game. Man, this basketball is Arizona. Yeah, this basketball is a bunch of days, parents. This mentality, Clyde, Jimmy, we got a chance to start giving these people some clear glass of water. I know it might hurt your business. I know it might hurt this. But guess what? In the end, our next generation won't be drinking out of this nasty ass glass of water. And I hope I hope I'm not going over your head. I hope y'all getting what I'm saying. For a man to come, Jimmy said, to come is influential in a city and get to the city and don't rep the guys that come from his city, it's crazy. How the hell I'm gonna talk negative about a kid from Houston? I live in Houston, but I saw some better basketball in Dallas. I did. I went to the games in Houston, but I saw a better brand of basketball, and that ain't all that's telling Houston. Houston, we got to go to work. We got a problem. We got a problem. We got to get better. We got to get well. Houston, you got a legacy of guys who came in front of you. The Rasheed Suleimans, the TJ Fords, and all of these guys, the De'Aaron Foxes and all. You got a legacy. All of this cute, I'm just showing up, play a game. Coach, Mr. Forever, Archie gonna put me on film. Dude, homeboy, that don't work, player. That don't work. This basketball, I was at golf course. Greater than that, I was at the golf course. And I got a new club, Jimmy. And this new club was doing stuff my old club, because I lost the old club, so I had to replace it. And Jimmy, I'm sitting there saying, I didn't want to replace the old one because I was so comfortable with it. Jimmy, I liked it, but I lost it, so I had to get something new. Then, Jimmy, when I found out I got that new one, it was more expensive. It had whatever. Jimmy, I'm hitting that thing, and them dudes said, "But what you got there? What you look at?" I said, dude, in golf and in tennis, I can buy a game, Jimmy. Jimmy, if I got the best golf clubs, I got the best teaching, Jimmy, I'm in the best shape. Jimmy, I can buy me a golf game. I can buy me a tennis game. That's why a lot of the rich people succeed. But this basketball game, ladies and gentlemen, you can't buy it, mamas and dads. You can't buy it. You got to get between that 94, that 84, 50. You can't buy it. Daddy, you can have all the sponsorship money. You can't make little Johnny make shots. This is a game that have to be got out the mud. And that's what I don't understand. Jimmy, I'm watching it and I'm watching it and I'm watching it. Guys don't want to get it out the mud. And that's my shout out to Houston right now. Let's get it out the mud, man. We got a legacy. But keep going, Jimmy.
Yeah, and once again, we're talking, of course, basketball is the topic, amateur basketball tomorrow, November the 24th. We have the Hoopsgiving Classic, which will take place at Houston Christian High School. And there's going to be 10 games taking place on 2 adjacent courts. It's going to be an electric atmosphere because understand, unlike the Campbell Center that seats nearly 8,000 people, this facility is dwarfed in size. So it doesn't take much to pack this place in. It's right around the lines of, remember the Hoopsgiving Classic, a lot of people remember its birthplace was Second Baptist High School years back. And, when that was back during the API and the Prime Prep and all those teams came down, and, Dallas and Houston, rivalries back almost 10 years ago was great. And once again, you're thinking of Prime Prep. I remember one year back in 2012, I think it was 12, Hatter, when Moutier.
When they came over to Yates?
2013. Because Moutier and Justice Winslow, they played against St. John's. They're the same class. They came out in 2014. So that was November of 2013, that year. Mm-hmm. Think about it like this. And I'm gonna give you this comparison, how some people use stuff, and it's funny how your scenario, your comparisons. Mm-hmm. What team was remember they had Terrence Ferguson, Manuel Moutier. Mm-hmm. I mean, the kid that went to Baylor, that just graduated from Mark Vital. We had all those guys. Mm-hmm. St. John's had Justice Winslow. I got something in my right pocket right now. You guys can name another player within 3 seconds of yourself that played for St. John's High School back in 2013 and 14. So my point is this. The team that on paper for Prime Prep that year, with all of those,
Jordan Mickey,
ranked,
Jimmy.
all American.
Jordan Mickey was on that team.
Jordan Mickey was on that team.
Thank you, Stacey.
Think about this.
Mm-hmm.
The margin of what you thought they should have beat St. John's by is far greater. This team from Georgia is better than St. John's was. Understand now. Duncanville may very well be better than Prime Prep, but Duncanville don't have the magnitude of the nationally ranked names that Prime Prep had in that particular year. On paper. You follow me? It just might have been the chemistry on paper. So
Jimmy, I beg to differ, but keep going, Jimmy. Jimmy, I beg to differ.
On what point?
Anthony Black.
Okay, Anthony Black and Emmanuel Moutier, their range of national rank cancels each other out.
Okay. Then you got Ron Hollins.
Okay, so Ron Holland,
mm-hmm.
right? Mm-hmm. And who else was on that team? Terrence Ferguson.
Okay. Then we got Ashton Hardaway.
In their range of rank.
Yeah.
He was an underclassman.
Yeah. Then we got Ashton, and then we got CJ.
Their range cancel each other out.
Yeah.
They both were a top 10 player in the country at the time.
Okay. But we got CJ, then we got Ashton. These dudes after this summer going to be ranked. Ashton.
So Jordan Mickey is ranked higher than CJ Ford in the country. Penny Hardaway's son, Ashton, right?
Yeah.
Is ranked,
I'm just saying.
Higher than Mark Vital was in the country.
But I'm just saying it's not far off. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's dwarfs it. I'm just saying that as it stands right now. Remember, this is early. We 4 games into the season. There will be a better conversation when the season is over with. Then we can go and match.
Hey, Jimmy, I got to stop something. Buff. Black ain't ranked what Moutier was. I don't care what Black. To me, I'd rather have Anthony Black than any Moutier that I've ever seen in high. I'm just telling you. What Anthony Black I saw something the other night that you just can't teach, Jimmy. So, Buff, I understand you, but I'm just saying, Anthony Black, man. Jimmy, I did not know. I used to hear y'all talk about him, Jimmy. And I said, is he that good? He playing on it. Why he playing on this old sorry team? I promise y'all, because I had let people tell me this in my ear. Ladies and gentlemen, Byron Green, until I went and saw that kid in person. See, you don't have to go up and down the floor but 2 or 3 times with Robert Hatter for me to know who you are. All I need to know where you at on defense, where you at on offense, and see what you can do. Oh, Anthony Black. Oh my goodness. I can talk about him. Jimmy, I can spend a whole hour talking about how good how good I feel he's going to be. See, you just swear about him in high school, and I understand. Y'all listen, I'm looking at this dude past high school. Okay? All right. Yeah, but Prime Pep was a rock band back then.
You're projecting.
Yes, I'm projecting. Yeah. And that's how I think, Jimmy. I'm sorry. That's how I get paid to project. Jimmy, it's fun. Jimmy, I love it. Listen to me, y'all. I love this basketball. Y'all know I ain't been in the gym in 2 years. So I was like and guess what? I ain't gonna call his name, but he on this feed. Y'all guess who he is. I had my mask on. He told me, man, all us in here, I still want my damn mask on. Yeah, I had my mask on. Yes, I did. I ain't gonna call his name, but his name started with Stacy. But what?
Yeah, I mean, no, my point was that people, when that game took place, you know what happened? It was a packed house. It was standing room only at Second Baptist High School for the Hoops Giving Classic. You know what people came to see? They didn't come to see if St. John's could beat these guys. They came to see what Justice Winslow was going to do opposite Emmanuel Mudiay. So it wasn't about, and then lo and behold, for those of you who was in attendance of the game, let me remind you, it was a 2-possession game in the fourth quarter during the closing minutes.
Just
midway through, I mean. Then all of a sudden, Prime Prep pulled away and won by like, I don't know, 10 or something like that. But that was a close, winnable game.
Yeah.
And they threw everything but the kitchen sink
at
Justice Winslow. That was the moment. Remember now, Justice Winslow was just coming out of a summer basketball season with the Houston Hoops on a team that arguably one of the greatest teams that ever came through the state. If you are judging by the amount of NBA players.
Yeah.
If you're judging by the amount of guys, not summer league, not coming into training camp, if you're judging by the amount of guys who actually play on the NBA jersey. They had 3 that last in the league through their rookie contract. 2 of them are still playing. That's Justice Winslow, Kelly Oubre. Right? Then of course Justin Jackson was the other one, and this is his first year not in the NBA. After playing for what? 4 years?
Yeah.
5 years?
Got a pension. You got a little pension.
Got a pension.
Yeah.
And so remember now, so Justice Winslow was already made. He was already anointed going into that game. So was Emmanuel Mudiay. But Emmanuel Mudiay had played on the Under Armour circuit mostly. Justice Winslow played on the Nike circuit.
Are you trying to compare? Are you trying to parallel this thing to what's the Collier guy?
Yes.
Oh, you trying to prepare us for? Okay,
yeah,
I got you. Okay.
So that means we're coming to see if Isaiah Collier, how he's going to fare. Is he going to be able to do what Justice Winslow did with St. John's against Prime Prep? And that is produce a hell of a stat line.
Okay.
And make the game competitive.
So Jimmy, I'm gonna make it. Is it all right? I know Justice, your kinfolk, but is it all right? Can I make it a little more frequent? I want to see is he gonna do the PJ Haggerty? Go.
That's a recent comparison.
That's a good one, ain't it? Yeah.
Crosby to beat Richardson.
No, not with them 2 months.
To that game to see.
Yeah.
If what would PJ Haggerty? Because here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you what it says. I hear the whispers. Let's see what he's gonna do against a real Division I player.
That's what they.
And so, guess what happened? This ain't the first time.
Okay.
That he has played. PJ Haggerty has played against him, and guess what? He showed up in that game and showed out. They doubled. That ain't the first time PJ Haggerty got double teamed. So he knows how to play by being double teamed.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so the great ones at the high school level, all of the great scorers, every single one of them has been double teamed multiple times in their high school.
So why did great scorers get double teamed and not the great players?
Well, they get double teamed in certain facets, but it's almost always for great scores. You're going to send something at him. You're not going to play him one-on-one because in most cases, the guys that you're going up against at a public school, not a IMG or something like that, but at a public school, most of your competition is going to be non-Division I players.
Jimmy, can I just interrupt right quick? I'm sorry, but we got a star. We got a star on the Jimmy. We got a star in the green room, huh? See, walked and popped up in the green room. I got Jimmy, the star of the Big East podcast.
Hey, hold on.
Jimmy,
yeah, keep going.
I stayed up all late last night watching him. I had my people look at him. They said, Chris is good. Chris is good on the show.
I mean, you know what's so crazy? They just not paying attention. And that's the whole thing. And that's great. That's better late than never. A lot of people, they see Chris Walker.
I'm bringing him in.
See him work, and they realize, no, he's not good. He's great.
He is great, y'all. I'm just gonna tell y'all. I hate to say it.
And when he put on them headphones,
Whew.
And he put one of them tight ass shirts on, and the tie get choking him to death.
No.
Hey,
But Jimmy, he great on the chop shop, Jimmy. But
no,
I be bringing him down sometime. So when he on
I got a
TV,
question.
he can just shine. He's scared of Jimmy. I'm like them guys be good when they playing on the tour, and then when I'm Tiger. When Tiger show up, they get the fumbling and bumbling. That's how Chris is. Now, he bad on the tour on CBS. Y'all should have saw him last night. Oh, he had the Choco Gray. He was kind of sharp. Y'all should have saw the little pocket square. He had it sprayed everywhere, Jimmy. Hey, he was a bad man last night.
What up?
What's up, Doc? What's happening?
Man, get ready.
Hey, hold
you know
on,
what
Hal.
I told you I was. What you say, Jimmy?
Hold on, somebody, I'm asking for a friend.
No, I didn't hear
I
you.
was traveling the other day. I was on the plane. I missed it. I didn't catch the final score for that Cowboy game. What happened?
Hold up. Hey, hold up. I got to go to the kitchen. Hold
What
up.
that man at? What that man that sang that song? What that man that y'all was singing?
Hold up.
Hold on, man. Hold on. So now you want to put something on, Hatter, when my boys lose. Every blue
No,
moon they
I just
lose,
want to know
you wanna
that
put
man
something
that's made that song. What that song at right now? What that song?
I'm
What
just
name that
Quiet.
on.
Quiet.
Every blue moon when we lose, all of a sudden y'all want to show up now. Where were y'all when we were winning? That's what I want to know.
song?
Look
Did
at
the
it.
man
It
make a
worked.
song this week? Did your homeboy?
You know,
Did he make a?
You know who made up for it? LeBron made up for it when he knocked that old boy. That's what he did. Bam. You know, we showed our
Oh,
frustrations. But we in Madison Square tonight. Hey, the Lakers out here with me in the Garden, man.
Really?
Well, Hatter must be running. Hatter running.
No, I'm back.
So Chris. Okay, college
Hey, I'm gonna tell you
basketball
something.
on.
Go on. I was gonna tell you something funny about college basketball. But go on.
Now, what game did you do last night?
I didn't do a game. I was in studio.
Oh, you was in the studio. That's right.
And I'm in studio. And I'm in
yesterday,
studio again tonight.
Adam, yesterday, I'm ripping and running. I had to go drop all the turkeys off at Triple J so he can smoke the turkeys for the hospitality room or the hoops giving tomorrow. You drop them off by one. So I'm making my run down Homestead. I come back down Homestead. I say, oh man, I need to stop in a dollar store because that's when you get all your good paper plates and stuff, $1 and they got some stuff called Awesome. Adam. They only sell them in the dollar stores, pretty much. Awesome. It's back in the cleaning section where all the Lysol and stuff at. You spray it on your wheels. I don't know what they got in that Awesome, boy. That dirt comes straight off the wheel. So I go get another jug of that Awesome, and I'm in the dollar store, and I guess what I see in the dollar store. And I look over, I do a double take. Oh, Chris Walker's mama at the dollar store.
That's
Invite
nice.
me to the cookout. I'm invited to the cookout. I know I got the time. I know she stay already. And I'm gonna be right there in the hood. Well, not in the hood. She live out on the side of the golf course out. So I'm gonna be right there. I'm getting it in. I ain't had some Italian cream cake in about 6 months. I'm getting in on Thursday.
Oh Lord, y'all going out there? Hey, I'll be on the tube Thursday too. Y'all can check me out. I'll be on there all day.
Dude, I just want, hey, y'all got the CBS Sport Network. Y'all got to go find it. I mean, I'm even taping it in cause some of them games I didn't want to watch. I just want to tape Chris and them because every time there's a break in the game, Chris and the guys coming and talk, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I was sitting there proud because the people around me, they would say, man, that's the dude that be on. I said, yeah, that's him. Yeah, he said, but you would do. I was just proud to know that I know you. Man, keep on doing what you're doing. But man, them Cowboys are freaking terrible, man.
Listen, the Cowboys lost one game. We stumped our toe, man. That's all it was. We'll be back. No, hey, how about this? How about my man not vaccinated? That's affecting us, man. I don't want to talk about vaccination, but my man Amari Cooper doesn't get vaccinated. Look what happened. Look what happened to Lamar Jackson. Don't get vaccinated. Look what happened. Look what happened with the Packers. My man not vaccinated. Look what happened. It's going to cost the team down the stretch. It is what it is. They decided not to do it, but it's going to cost some teams. You know, when that one game you should have won here and there could be the difference in seeding, and anything can happen. But, you know, that's their decision. But I was going to talk about tell you guys about, it's funny, we were talking about college basketball and what's going on right now. They talk about all these teams being upset, like all these teams, all the ACC teams and the Big Ten teams. And I'm like, and I finally had to say, man, you know what? Here's the deal, man. Forget about who's being upset. Let's give the coaches love that are actually beating these guys. And that's the thing that's bothering me, because everybody act like the only people in the transfer portal are the Power Fives. Everybody like they're the only ones in the transfer portal. Did you see what happened at TCU last night? Oh my goodness.
I saw it.
They got the brakes beat off them last night.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing. What Santa Clara did to them.
Santa Clara, Jimmy.
Dude, Santa Clara, man, you had to see that game. It was on our network, and I'm sitting there going like, dude, if I'm Jamie Dixon, I'm sitting there going like, man, what the heck is going on? You got Max Evans out there. They got dudes on the other team better than the guys at TCU.
Yes.
And maybe that could be better than the guys at TCU.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Jimmy,
just saying,
it looked.
What up, Q? I see my Q on there. What up, Doc? I'm just saying that when you're watching the game, Carolina's got to get their stuff together. Hold on, man. The other team got about 5 transfers too. And let me tell you why college basketball is different. I said it last night. One of the best teams in the country, or best known teams in the country, think about it, that is accustomed to having one and done players. If you had to say who's the one team in the country that has one and done players, who would you say? Kentucky. Do you know in Kentucky's top 8, they got 5 transfers?
Wow.
5 transfers. That's college basketball right now, man, the transfer portal. It is Kentucky, Severe Will out there.
Yep.
Got 5 transfers, man.
Wow.
Listen, I'm going to tell y'all one thing. I'm going to apologize to Teddy Wheeler. I'm going to apologize to Ross.
By time.
Dude.
By time.
Oh, good
God.
Hey,
Lord,
let me tell you something.
Big Wheeler. Huh?
Chris, Xavier Wheeler. Let me tell you right now. So
That's
right
why
now.
Listen, Jimmy, I got corrected last night. I tried to say Xavier. All of us in Houston call him Xavier Wheeler. They say his name is like severe, like a severe thunderstorm. It's Severe Wheeler. So if his daddy's listening, somebody, please give us the correct pronunciation. Because I was like,
I ain't never heard Teddy say severe.
That's what I
tell you
said.
that. I just talked to Teddy this morning. I've never heard Teddy say severe.
I agree.
I'm gonna find out for you, Chris.
And remember, I'm gonna let him know tonight. I said, man, it's Xavier. It's not severe.
Now I don't think it's 3 syllables. I think it's just 2 syllables. Now I do know that, and of course Herb Baker coached him in middle school. And the kid was at Victory Prep at the time, in like the 6th grade. But let me give you something about him right now. He will go down in the record books after this season as the all-time leader in assists per game for a season. Dirk Minifield holds the all-time record. Now, H-Town's own Dirk, well, he's not from H-Town, but he's a long-time resident.
You talking about Kentucky?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know Dirk Minifield went to Kentucky, so.
Yeah. I mean, and that's sad. A lot of people, more people need to learn the history and people who are in the building and whatnot. But Dirk leads he's the all-time assist leader in total assists. The all-time leader and average, I don't remember who it is. I don't remember if it's Sean Woods, I think, but it's like 5.7. Xavier is going to, he's averaging about 9 assists a game right now. He's going to average.
He went down because he was averaging 10 at first.
I think he had 7 last night.
Oh, okay.
Man,
I was talking to Teddy this morning.
Jimmy, he's Nick Wise. Jimmy, he's Nick Wise reincarnated. That's who he's Nick Wise reincarnated. Bottom line. That's who he remind me of, Nick Wise.
Well, he's much quicker than Nick was.
I mean, I'm just saying, Nick. I mean, he's a little strong looking dude. Nick knew angles though.
Yeah.
Nick outthought you, man. Like that dude. Like people don't remember how much of a winner Nick Wise was, right? He didn't have like Sevier's not the greatest. He doesn't have the greatest body, but the bottom line is the dude is fast. He's a little powerful. He's like a little bowling ball, and that dude can pass like I don't know what.
Oh my God!
And so it's funny. My colleague was sitting next to me, Pete Gillen, and he was like, "I just don't like it when teams can transfer in conference."
Jimmy,
I'm like, "Why? Why not?
Hold up, Chris.
Why not? It's the Nick Saban rule. Nick
Chris.
Saban is the reason why all this is happening.
Chris, Teddy just sent me the text.
Okay.
Them people don't know what the hell they talking about. It's
Exactly.
Sahveer.
Yeah.
Sahveer. 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 You were right.
Severe. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've been on it a
No,
long time, man.
Severe.
I never. And y'all know me. Anytime I get a Houston kid, I'm gonna blow them up on the set when they on there, right? And I'm just saying, like, and I'm gonna tell you something else. U of H, man. Kelvin Sampson, man. Kelvin Sampson probably will be in the Hall of Fame, okay? Because it would be a shame if he's not. It definitely the College Basketball Hall of Fame. But what he's doing down there, I call them the Scott Street Bullies. That's what everybody get mad when I call them that. I say, man, they're the Scott Street Bullies because they just bully everybody. They don't have the greatest names. They got Marcus, I call him the Assassination because he's always the assassinator. And then they got the kid Shed. Then they got little Teron Mark just came back. And then yesterday, who was the leading scorer?
Fabian White.
Come on,
Fabian
man.
White.
Fabian White, bro.
Like 20 and 8, 21 and 8.
points. I think he had
8
21. But my
rebounds.
point is, they find
3 3-pointers.
To
dude.
start the game off, Jimmy.
If you go play for Kelvin Sampson, if he got Quentin Grimes to the NBA,
Got the
okay. If he got Quentin Grimes to the NBA, everybody should be trying to go play for him.
But look at the route, Chris. Look at the route.
His butter. What's that?
Look at the route that Quentin Grimes had to take with,
understand that.
I'm talking with Kevin Sampson. Remember now, Quentin Grimes got benched because he couldn't stay in front of certain guys and didn't buy into the defensive concept as well. Now, of course, the shots wasn't falling at the same time. He got benched that first year. And they had to reel him back in and realize, man, trust me, we're going to wax on, wax off this thing, get you right. Do you realize that University of Houston, in 3 straight, we went to the game last week, Chris, me and Hatter did, when they beat up on Virginia.
Beat the dog snot out of him.
I mean, it wasn't, I mean, seriously, at the time, it was like, damn, is Virginia that bad? No, it was like, no. U of H.
No, they pretty bad. No. Virginia's bad. They're bad. But think about this, Jimmy. Before you make this point, Jimmy, think about this. A, Tony Bennett will be in the Hall of Fame. B, he won the ACC in 18, 19, and in 21. And they won the championship in 19. That's who Houston beat the snot out of. All you Houston people better understand what's going on down there.
And
that's
so
who they beat the snot out of.
So, and now let me give you add a stat to that. We're talking University of Houston men's basketball right now. Mm-hmm. Do you realize that in U of H last 3 games, they've done something that no other Cougar team has done? Just in these last 3 games. On defense, the opposing team has had more turnovers than field goals made. How about that?
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
This never happened in Cougar here. Think about it. Let this soak in. Your opponent, no matter where you guys coach at that's watching the show right now, think about this. If you got to go 3 straight games and the team that you play against has more turnovers than they do field goals, what does that mean? What does that say about your defense?
I mean, dude, that's why, listen, we had 5 Slamma Jamma, 3 straight Final Fours. I don't think anybody will ever equal that in the players that they had. They got the Scott Street Bullies. They gonna put that elbow in your throat, man. I'm just letting you know. They gonna put that elbow in your throat.
And I got to sit up and take it because they got to play my team twice. So I got to.
So think about it. Gary Parrish, just so you know, Hatter.
Yeah,
Gary Parrish,
he's from the area. Yeah,
he talks about Memphis.
Yeah.
I said, Gary, offset. I said, Gary, I'm just letting you know. I do a show every day with my boy Robert Hatter, who loves Memphis Tigers. He says, Chris, I want you to deliver a message to Robert Hatter. He says, this is from Penny Hardaway, direct from Penny Hardaway. Uh-huh. He says, Penny, you got a really good team. He said, listen, I know I got a great team. I got to make the tournament this year. That is from Gary Parrish.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just letting you know.
Yes.
First of all, they're going to make it this year. Let's start. Let's end in madness. Memphis is making a tournament this year.
Yeah.
How far they go, it's talking about how far they're going now. They making a tournament.
I'm mad at all these.
But let me tell you something. Uh-huh. The AAC going to be tough. Now, listen.
Yeah.
Houston, Memphis,
Yep.
Cincinnati
Natty.
put a dub on the Illini.
Yeah.
SMU disappointed me. SMU was up 13 on Missouri. Let them walk them back.
Yeah.
And then they got, oh my God, you see LMU, my boy Stan Johnson at LMU, they beat, Kendrick Davis, I love Kendrick Davis, but he ain't a one, he cannot be a one-man show. He's not good enough to carry a team on the show.
Right, right.
And they gonna run that dude. They just running him into
and he
the
be
ground.
trying too.
I know he be trying.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny, man? And Jimmy, I want you to speak to this. And I'm not gonna say who they are because y'all know I know a bunch of people, this and that, people transfer and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Talked to a parent today. The coach this, the coach that, the coach this, the coach that. I said, let me tell you something. His son has been to 4 schools. At what point are we gonna point the finger at him? At what point are we gonna say, how about this? Maybe he's not good enough. Maybe he's not what we thought he was, right? I make that point when you talk about some of these guys that are moving around a lot. Jimmy, you know this. The good dude is, for some reason, the celebrity, the likes, they always find a good player. Sometimes the guys we think are good players, when they get to college, for some reason, they can't handle them lights, man. You know what I mean? Listen, I was at a cycling class. That one song came on, Kanye West song, All the Lights. Everybody can't handle them lights, Hatter. I'm just telling you. Everybody ain't equipped to handle them lights, man. You know what? You know where they can handle them lights, though? On Instagram. They can handle them lights on Instagram. When they controlling, the narrative. They can handle them lights on Twitter when they controlling the narrative. But when you go out there and you got competition and the other dude is trying, they can't control the narrative, and them lights is a monster. So I'm seeing a lot of these guys that transfer give it, the transfer portal give it, and the transfer portal do what?
Take it away.
Oh my God. And
Did
the transfer portal is taking right
Gary
now, bro.
Parrish talk to you? See, I didn't know how good he was. See, Jimmy and them probably didn't see him. Jalen Durham.
Oh my God, he's a monster.
Jimmy, I'm telling you.
He's Michael Gilchrist reincarnated. He's just a monster. And Michael Gilchrist was a monster in high school and college. He wasn't that great in the pros. This dude is a monster, man. He's a monster.
You know, one of the guys, I'm going to give you a name from a while back that on the high school level, because I think he went straight to the pros. I don't think he went to college. And what's the big kid? Mississippi folks out there, you guys can help me with this name. He was built like Shrek, big old kid back in the early. What his name?
I know you're talking about.
He's from Mississippi, and he came out in 2004, in that class of 2004. That was Daniel Gibson's class. And what's his?
Eric Dampier, is that him?
No,
not Dampier.
Al Jefferson.
Al Jefferson.
That's
Al Jefferson.
Oh yeah, he looked like Shrek. Hey Jimmy, he's selling plenty of weed out here too. But keep going. He got a weed empire that's killing him. Yeah.
Hold on, you mean legal?
Legal weed, legal.
Okay.
Yeah, legal.
Okay.
Cannabis. He's a titan in the cannabis space. But keep going.
Wow, ain't mad at him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now, Chris, we also, of course, a lot of guys, we got to get you. Matter of fact, you got to remind me because we got to get you a copy of the magazine up there so that way you can follow. We always have the section Doug Jones, and when he dug through, and he has a list of every player from the state of Texas on every Division I roster in the United States. And so this section is great for when you're watching college basketball, and you can go and you see two teams are playing, and you go and you can look it up. It's in alphabetical order, and you be like, oh man, I remember this cat. I remember that cat. This is every Division I player from the state of Texas that's on the Division I roster in the United States right now actively. And what is now walk-ons included. So this is a great resource, and get your copy of the magazine. Of course, guys, if you hadn't done so, that is go to rcssports.com, and you can hit the link right on the front to order your copy and have it delivered to your front door in the next couple of days. Also, Thanks, Donna Hall said the magazine is great. Thanks for sending it so quick. That's what I do. When you guys put the order in, I'm getting it out. I'm getting to the post office. I make a post office run every 2 days to ship out magazine. And so you get it out today, we'll get it in the mail today. And because of course tomorrow I won't be able to get to the post office. I will be in the gym at the Hoops Giving Classic. But now, Chris, you was talking about.
Hatter, why don't you think Jalen Duren is like Michael Gilchrist?
He played nothing like Chris.
What does Jalen Duren do? He shoots threes?
No, they don't even. The body type is not the same.
What did he do?
I've never seen this Michael Gilchrist get 20-some rebounds.
Dude, that's what Michael Gilchrist was.
I've never seen him score 20-some points, 20-some rebounds, 19 points. I saw both of them play. They played nothing alike to me. Nothing.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, that's what he was.
No, I saw both of them play too.
Comparison.
Yeah.
Michael Gilchrist was a dirty work dude. He didn't shoot threes. He
okay.
He was a rebounding machine.
Okay, I got you.
He was athletic. That's what he was.
But Duren about 3 inches taller than him, though.
I just say they're similar. I didn't say they were the same player.
Oh, okay.
They're similar.
All right. But you're talking about the relentlessness.
There's a lot of people that think Jalen Duren won't be a great pro. There's a lot of people that think
yeah.
that. So I mean, I'm just saying they're similar. And a lot of people thought Michael Gilchrist, but he stole money for a long time in the NBA.
I think he's still stealing money.
He's not in the league though. I got a Michael Gilchrist story. It's a true story. I'm sitting with Jay Wright. I'm recruiting Michael Gilchrist. It's a true story. We in the office. His mama, Cindy Gilchrist, right? You got to realize who Michael Gilchrist's uncle is Worldwide West.
That's right.
Me and Worldwide West, friendly. I moved his daughter into the dorms. His daughter went to Villanova. I moved Worldwide West's daughter into the dorms. So we cool. That was my job, is to develop a relationship with Worldwide West. Worldwide West was in control of the Michael Gilchrist situation. On my mom's life, Michael Gilchrist says in the office, Jay Wright sitting in one chair, I'm sitting in another chair. He says, Mom, I want to go to Villanova. She said, over my dead body, you go to Villanova. I was like, what the heck? I will never forget that as long as I live.
I missed it, Chris. Who mom?
The kid, Cindy Gilchrist. He said, I want to go to Villanova. She said, on my dead body, you ain't going. You ain't going. I was like, damn. I'm like, I mean, when you start getting into that level of, Worldwide West, Kentucky, all that stuff, it was just different, right? He's from New Jersey. He's right there. Right,
I know. I got you now.
Then we brought him on. The visit. This is who we had on the visit when he came on his visit. I was recruiting Corey Joseph, Tony Roten, Michael Gilchrist. Those are the three guys on the visit at the same time, right? So I was working. I had to get Hatter with the bag, man. I'm just joking. But we had all them three guys at the same time on the visit, right? Dude, I never forget this as long as I live. This is funny thing about black people that just blows my mind, right? So the kid comes on the visit. And I can say what I want because I ain't coaching no more. It don't matter. She says, because we have all these hosts, right? All these hosts, these girls that are hosting players and stuff. I don't even know if they do it anymore. She says, I don't want him to come to Villanova because you guys had all those white girls hosting them. I'm like, Villanova's 99% white. Who else gonna host them? Who else gonna host them? So y'all gonna go to Howard then, right? I mean, y'all gonna go to, Virginia State, or y'all gonna go to Danny? Oh, y'all go to Kentucky. So who's hosting them at Kentucky? That's what I want to know. My point is, when people don't want to do something, bro, they're gonna figure out a way to talk themselves out of doing it if they don't want to do it. I'm like, this is silly. What are we talking about? We got Drake. That was when Drake was around. Drake was just coming out. He was performing. We had the whole thing figured out and didn't get one of them. Missed on every last one of them. Roten went to Washington. Corey Joseph went to Texas. They put I don't know what they did over there. They did some stuff that I thought we had that kid. And obviously Gilchrist went to Kentucky. And, the rest is history. But I'm saying, like, it's funny. I can write a book on the recruiting classes of the guys that we missed out on that are playing in the league. Like if I told story like that was that's just a funny story. She says, "You guys are gonna try to have one white guy." I'm like, "What are you talking about? The school is all white. Like this is a predominantly white institution. Like who we supposed to have take him out? We gonna recruit some girls in the city of Philadelphia to take him out? Like this is insane. You know the stuff you deal with. So what are they doing at the University of Texas and Alabama? Like who's taking those dudes out? You know what I'm saying? Like people gotta understand what's going on these campuses now.
Yeah.
Right, Jimmy?
That's
taking
great.
those dudes out.
That's great.
Who's taking
Hey,
them out? Come on now. All you
They
gotta do
left
is
me
look
in
at
the
cheerleading
room.
Squad, look at the cheerleading squad, look at the dance squad. Well, who you think doing the hosting? Come on now. Come on now. Let's keep it real. But hey, Bank, I want to get back to that transfer thing, Jimmy.
So, of course,
you
we
said
get
you got
back.
a magazine. Going on, Jim.
Going on. Now you going on.
Come
Now,
on,
you
come on,
said you
Chris.
got the magazine you got where everybody is transferred to. The question I want to know is some of those guys that's transferred, right? As I say, the transfer portal giveth and it taketh away. The dudes they thought they had it all figured out and left a situation that they was in that was good and went to a worse one. Think about it. So a guy like Zach Nuttall, Southland Player of the Year, made 5 threes last night. Went to a situation where it actually is working out. He's not starting, but he's working out for him. He balling. I thought they should have played him more last night. Names, if there are some guys out there that left a spot and went somewhere else and, things ain't working out quite like they thought. Because that's what's happening out there.
It's a and that's and the thing is, here's the thing. When you bring up such a topic, a lot of people go and they say, well, man, like in other words, they're interpreted as though we're bashing the young man for the decision. And I don't think that's the angle that we're coming from. We're coming from giving you a case in point, right? So that you guys, that other people coming along the way can realize and not be so abrupt to make a similar mistake. A lot of people, I know a couple that come to mind that once again transferred and is not going like they want. That were big men on campus last year. And I know and understand a lot of people, a lot of young men, they're so, I'm just gonna say like this, parents, I know this is almost like a drug, but somehow I need somebody that can let us know how we can let parents know to try to get this Division I or die bug mentality out of some of these young men.
But Jimmy, it ain't just that, Jimmy. That's not the transfer reason. It's the other reason. It's the 3-letter, not the 4-letter. It ain't NCAA. It's NBA. That's why they leave. They think they got a chance. Listen, 1 through 13, not 1 through. Think about it. I say it all the time. The player of the year damn near ain't got a chance. So how the third leading scorer got a chance? The third leading scorer only got a chance at one of 3 or 4 schools: Duke, Kentucky, not Kansas, because that's hard. It's a hard road at NBA in Kansas. UCLA is a hard road right now. Duke, Kentucky, maybe Carolina, but they ain't putting dudes in the league like that. It's hard if you're not the best player on your team. By the way, how the Boogie Ellis is averaging 17 at USC. If you're not the best player, if you're not the best player,
I can average 15,
I'm
17 at USC. I can average 7.
I'm laughing because he's doing work over there. If you're not the best player on your team, parents, if your son, I had a parent the other day call one of my guys. I can't even, because I don't want to get guys all jacked up. When I said talk to coaches before the game, I get all type of intel. I said, man, what was that all about? Man, the parent just called me and said that, the kid's playing at 70%. We need to shut him down. I say, shut him down? What do you mean shut him down? Well, he scored 23 the first game. The next 2 games, he had 10 each. So after he scored 23, what you think going on in that parents' mind, those parents' mind right now?
He going to the league.
To the league, not the NBA, the Justice League. But they think they're going to the league, okay? I don't know what character or what superhero he going to be or villain, but they think they're going to the Justice League. So Dad is like, well, we got to shut him down, and this and that. And I'm like, so why are you shutting him down? Because what? Because you think that he has a better chance to go into the league if he 100%? And my thing is, so not playing is the best thing to do. Because you never know when scouts are watching. Here's the other thing. Scouts don't watch terrible teams. They don't watch terrible teams. Because terrible teams got terrible players.
Absolutely.
It's a reason why they're losing. And every losing team has what, Hatter?
A leading scorer.
A leading scorer. So just because you're the leading scorer on a terrible team, that don't mean you're going to get love either. So now it's a conundrum. Well, Chris, you say if I'm on a bad team, but I'm a leading scorer, I don't have a chance. And you saying if I'm the dude that's, on the best team and I'm the third guy, I don't have a chance on a good team. You know what the bottom line is? The bottom line is, your ass, if we having a conversation about that, your ass ain't playing in the NBA. Like if we sitting there going through all these scenarios, hey, Hatter, did Charles Woodson have to go through those scenarios?
No, sir.
Did Carmelo Anthony have to go through those scenarios?
No, sir.
If we have to have all those scenarios, your ass ain't going to the league. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy, did Justice Winslow have to have all them scenarios? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Did De'Aaron Fox have to have all those scenarios? Like, if you got a scenario this to death, you ain't playing in the NBA. So why do people keep making decisions based on, well, if I go here, I could do this, and if I go there, it's the coach's fault. It's this, it's that. Homeboy. That's the follow the yellow brick road. It's very hard to get to where you're going. And the minute parents don't realize that we need to start focusing more on the educational piece, I ain't trying to go there. I just shake my head because I didn't see too many kids, even kids close to me. I'll be like, come on, man. Dude, you're not playing the NBA. And Hatter will be like, why are you hating on his dreams? Hatter, he will not play in the NBA. Dude, you average 5 points a game. Tell me what scenario where a dude averaging 5 points a game goes to the NBA.
I don't have
7'4" and block 10 shots a game. So if you're a parent and your kid's on the college team averaging 6 points a game, stop talking about the NBA and start talking about the other M. NBA, not NBA, MBA.
I like that one.
Hold on, Jim.
I like that one. Jimmy, take us home because I got to get out of here.
We got to get rid of land this plane, man. And on this note,
Man,
there's so much we can go all day. But we want to welcome and thank all the guys from all the brothers from up in the DFW area for joining us on the Chop Shop today. Shout out to Stacey Houston, of course, on this past weekend had the RJ Hampton Classic, and that was up in the DFW area, and it was a success. And that's want to give a shout out to them. Great job. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Want to make sure you guys share the show if you haven't done so already. Want to get you guys to do that. And like I said, it's let me tell you, and I'm about the Chop Shop, and you guys know this while a lot of your DFW guys are in here. The Chop Shop, we start thinking about the state of Texas. And if you, and this is like my word of advice, if we stop allowing ourselves to get slewed in, we got Dallas and Houston, we gon' beef, and like I say, not beef on the field, on the court. If North Shore plays Duncanville, it's gonna be some. We're gonna talk our smack. You talk your, but at the end of the day, when the picture becomes more focused and much clearer, it's a bigger scope. And those people that don't live in Texas, they know that when these fingers turn into fists, that Texas knocks anything out. Remember that. And that's the only thing. Everybody, you think Chicago don't have problems? Yeah. You guys, really? You think New York City don't have problems? Yeah. It's a reason that New York City has just vacated their mantle as the Mecca.
Right.
They don't want to talk about Phi Slama Jama, but they want to talk about Pearl Washington and to this day right now, and Kenny Anderson And I mean, just think about it. But now we don't want to talk about Five Slammer Jam. Dude, understand something. Texas is hot. It's a reason that people want to invade our state. But you guys got to be smart with it. We have enough resources to continue to do successful events on our own. Now we got another young brother that's coming up, and he had to go and sneak through the bushes to get there. And I want you guys to support him. And that's Rossi. Because know what Rossi did? He said, you know what? Think about how hard it is to shut it down. Rossi had 300 kids come to basketball tryouts. You remember that, Hatter? Remember that we talked 300, Chris, 300 kids came to try out for Basketball University the summer before they shut it down. They pulled the plug and said, you know what, no more. He had a bigger picture. And he said, you know what, I'm not going to go get and compete and go do this. I'm going to go in a lane that ain't many of us at. I'm gonna go put on y'all can put on these high school events. I'm gonna put on these college events. That's a whole different type of money right there. It takes a big risk, much bigger risk, but much bigger reward at the same time. Rossi, his efforts and his event, of course, is coming up in December, and he has what do you have? Had at the Toyota Center, right? He has one in Dallas and Fort Worth too, at the Dickies Arena.
I haven't seen it.
Here you go right here. The December, hell, he has 3 of them. Hell, look, it's on the centerfold of your magazine.
Oh, I ain't got it. I
didn't.
put
So
it in
now
my
on
bag.
December 11th, the battleground in Houston, Sam Houston State versus UTSA, and Texas A&M versus TCU. That's a nice Texas flavored doubleheader. On December the 18th, in the Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, Tulsa versus Colorado State, who's doing very well to start the season off, and U of H versus Oklahoma State. That's a hell of a matchup. Doubleheader. Then on December the 21st in Oklahoma, remember, in Oklahoma, he has Tulsa. I don't know who's Tulsa playing. I can't make out. Oh, North Texas. Tulsa and North Texas, Oklahoma State, and your guy Boogie Cousins, USC comes to town.
Oh,
Boogie Ellis.
In Oklahoma City, Boogie Ellis comes in with USC. They will play Oklahoma State. And this is Rossi's. Took an ad in the magazine. Full page for that. So I mean, that's the thing. So it's a great thing when you see guys go out and take a risk on that and gamble on themselves.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's good stuff, man. Good matchup. So we got to leave you guys. You got anything else, Chris? Lastly, where you gonna be at? Where can they watch you at?
Out on the tube. I'll be on CBS all night tonight, man. Start about 5 o'clock. I guess about 6 o'clock H-Town time. Not a late night tonight, so we're just moving through the games. There's some good games tonight. A lot of good games tonight. It's a good night for college basketball. It's Tuesday night. Obviously Gonzaga, UCLA. But there's a ton of good games, man. You measure some of these teams, and when you watch these games, get your phone out and Google where they from, and you're gonna see like half the dudes are from somewhere else. It's gonna blow your mind, man. All these kids moving around like free agents.
What? Say it again now.
They all from somewhere else. They all came from another school. I mean, they all came from.
They were transferred. It's a lot of transfers out there.
Man, it's crazy.
Guess what I saw? Guess what I saw last night when I was watching you, Chris? Caleb Mills, Jimmy, who transferred. He played for Florida State.
At Florida State,
he balling.
They got some goons. They got some goons at Florida State.
Yeah, they got
Richard.
They gooned up.
Leonard Hamilton. My goodness.
They gooned up there, Jimmy.
Goodness. Jeez.
And of course, U of H will play against Wisconsin, who beat Texas A&M yesterday. And they're going to play at 4 o'clock Central Time. Mm-hmm. That's University of Houston and Wisconsin. That game will be televised on the ESPN network. And once again, I remind you of the stat in case you missed it earlier. 3 consecutive games, the Cougar defense has created more turnovers than the other team had field goals, meaning that their opponent had had less points than they had total turnovers for the game. That means your ass got to defend if you're going to play for Kevin Sampson on that court. So that's pretty much it, man. Shout out, I see Paul Miranda out there. I see Coach Fogg. I see Byron Green. I see you guys out there, Frank White, Crystal, Miss Elkington out there.
Yeah,
and
I like Crystal.
And she's asked the question to Paul. He probably going to answer you in a second if he hadn't done so. Shout out. That's right. Paul Miranda. Chandler Jacobs is on that Colorado State team.
Right.
That's right. Chandler Jacobs is a young
man.
Got
Isaiah Stevens from Dallas too. They have
a lot of kids from Texas on that Colorado State team. At least 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that's the other thing. When you watch these games, look how many kids are from Texas. Like, get your phone out and just, like Jimmy got the magazine.
I get the magazine.
What conference is Colorado State now?
They're in the Mountain West. Now, ain't none of them playing in the league now, but I mean, just going like
here they are. They have Trace Young from Austin, Isaiah Stevens, of course, from Dallas.
I hate him.
Baylor Hebb. Remember, that's the kid who played for the 3D Empire, who transferred from another school first. He's not getting much burn over there. Chandler Jacobs and Jalen Lake from Waxahachie. He's a freshman. That's the 5.
But Cheat Sheet, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Cheat Sheet. Hey, I'm gonna tell Hatter. I'm gonna give Hatter some props. I didn't know if it was gonna happen for him. LJ Cryer is balling. Oh my goodness, he is balling.
Just let that sit on the. You know how you do that? You go to your kinfolk house and they got that little thing, that potpourri thing that's plugged into the wall, that's burning and it's simmering, and you can make the whole house smell good. I have a great conversation. We're gonna save it for Monday or Tuesday next week. But we're gonna ask all the guys who kept asking me all those questions last year. What you think gonna happen to LJ Cryer? And remember what I told you guys. I said LJ Cryer is gonna be all right because those coaches won't lie to me. They may lie to you. That staff won't lie to me. I've ate at dinner tables of them staffs. I've spent time in them houses and their homes as well as they spent in mine. They're not gonna lie to me. They really loved LJ. You have to realize though, he was behind 2 guys that made it to the NBA.
3, Jimmy. All 3 of them in there.
Yeah, 3. All 3 of them made it. You're right.
Yeah.
All 3 of them made it.
Yeah.
And so, guys, so now let that be the learning lesson for a lot of these freshmen that we see right now, Chris. A lot of these freshmen.
You mean like Langston? You mean like Langston Love?
He got hurt, Jimmy. He got hurt.
Well, he got hurt. He's out for the year.
He got hurt for real.
No. I thought he didn't come back. He out for the year.
No, he did come back, but he got hurt. Right?
Yeah,
I thought he came back.
Yeah.
No, he had to have surgery. So look at this. Let's say, for example, look at Ramon Walker at University of Houston. He has to wait his turn.
Yes.
Because as you mentioned earlier, Chris.
With that transfer portal, it get real tricky too. Because you better show real quick what you can do. Because hey, listen, I know LJ Cryer got it done, but he in his mind he had no idea that he's gonna bring in James Akinjo.
No,
I'm just letting you know.
No, and Chris, you brought it to my attention.
That portal is real.
Yeah, and you brought it to my attention. And get what? James Akinjo just got to move over because that boy's a killer out there from Katy. I'm just telling you.
And that's just like Tremont Martin had no idea they was going to bring in Kyle Edwards.
That's right.
God.
But Tremont was hurt though, but still though.
Yeah, no. But he had no idea. Understand something.
He had no idea though.
No, I agree.
Ramon Walker had no idea they were going to bring that guy in. They thinking, and guess what? Guess what happens at University of Houston? They're going to bring in some more this year.
Yes, sir.
They're going to get at least 2 guys going to say, I want to go to H-Town.
It's never going
to I guarantee you.
I kind of I'm lacking this. I used to talk about I'm kind of lacking this transfer portal. I'm just telling y'all. I'm kind of lacking
it. Say it. You got to get, you know what? It put more pressure on coaches because you got to be good every year now. Because now there's a chance to be good every year. You can't say, oh, we're young. Because the other dude ain't thinking like that. He said, man, you can do that young stuff all you want. I'm going to go give me an old dude over here. I'm going to play with a 25-year-old. You can play with that 18-year-old. And we talked about this today. I know you got to go, Hatter. The kids ain't afraid to play against each other no more, man. When I was a kid coming up, you hear about Kenny Anderson. Man, you be like, New York, Riverside Church. You hear about King Rice. Oh, my God, King Rice. Today, them dudes have played against each other 1,000 times. They don't care.
That's a good
and if you
point.
get a kid who's a senior playing against a freshman, it don't matter if he in Kentucky. The dude's like, man, that little old dude ain't gonna do nothing to me, man. I don't care what they got that dude rank. I'm 25 years old, man. Put my elbow in that dude's throat, man. That's what you got going. And if you get enough of them dudes on one team, that's why these upsets are happening. They like, man, what? You play where? For who? The Texas Titan, man. You better get out of here, man. Better get out of here with that Texas Titan mess, man. Houston, what? Hoops? Homeboy. This college basketball, homeboy. What you talking about? I'm just telling you, man.
Chris, you just made a statement about elbow. You better watch them elbows, cause the Cane, they suspended the Cane. The Cane can't play his only appearance tonight.
That's only because old boy went crazy. If old boy didn't go crazy,
he didn't go crazy. Okay, but we'll talk about it another time.
Huh? He got suspended 2 games.
Yeah,
he got knocked out. He got suspended 2 games.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, let's get out of here, man. I got to go, man. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. So, Jimmy, we ain't gonna come back to Monday.
We coming back to Monday. Of course, it's Thursday, the holiday. We're not back until Monday. I got one very good statistic for you guys. I go into Statman mode. Okay. Right now in the VIP news on rcsports.com, every Tuesday, Doug Jones presents. He graces us with a list of Division I freshmen from the greater Houston area that are on rosters. That includes redshirt freshmen. There's about 34 of them right now on that list. That includes walk-ons. So about 34. Guess how many are averaging double-digit minutes at their Division I schools out of 34?
Transfers.
No. All the kids from Greater Houston that are freshmen in college right now, Division I schools.
Oh, okay.
And that includes the walk-ons, that includes the transfer, the red shirts, and the true freshmen. I'm just saying that includes, but you just let you know, every now and then it's going to be one that does play, every now and then. But guess how many of them averaging double-digit minutes as freshmen right now at the Division I schools? Only 8. Only 8 out of 34 that are only averaging double-digit minutes. We talking between 10 to maybe 18, I think. The most minutes that one is averaging is Jonathan Massey is at McNeese from out of Legacy, the School of Sports Science. Mm-hmm. He's averaging 23 minutes and a game at McNeese. Other than that, you have guys, this stuff ain't easy. We'll talk about that, of course, next week. But we got to get up out of here, man. We got to go. See you guys.
All right, fella.
Thank you, Chris.
I'm posting the link for you to get your VIP tickets for VIP passes. That will enable you premium seating plus access to the hospitality room. And I'm telling you, this event is all likelihood will be sold out, or it will be standing room only at certain parts of the day. I'm telling you, don't say you wasn't warned. So VIP passes guarantee you a seat in either gym at any time that you want. That's the luxury of it. And check it out. There's a link on the front of the website. Thanks, everybody. We got to get up out of here, man. See you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holiday weekend, you guys. Hopefully you get out and come and support these young men in Hoopsgiving Classic, and we can have a grand old time. See you guys, and we'll have a lot to talk about on Monday and recap this stuff and see of all the players, and we get Doug Jones to come in as well. Peace. But on behalf of Robert Hatter, of course, Chris Walker, support him on CBS Sports. He'll be at the desk again tonight. And myself, Jim Hicks, I see you guys. This is probably the most energy I'm going to have for the next 5 days. But peace right now. We up out of here. Chop shop.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop.